Welcome to another Star Wars InfoVids transmission. The content is not affiliated with Disney or Lucasfilm. Please enjoy this content from the droid known as HK-47. Powering down.
Statement. Greetings, meatbags, and welcome to this latest transmission, carefully decrypted from the ancient archives. Whether you are an Ithorian with your incessant hums of nature, a night sister hissing your witchcraft, or any other curious organic being across this crumbling galaxy, you're welcome here. But a warning, do not touch the artifacts. They are of significant value and irreplaceable, unlike you. Command. Now sit quietly and observe. The transmission you're about to hear is very important.
There are times, in the stillness of this sanctuary, that I reflect on what was lost. I do not speak of the Jedi Order as it was before the war. No, that was already crumbling long before Revan's fall. The end of the Jedi Civil War did not bring peace. Instead, it left behind a galaxy marred by ruin, by death, and a deeper shadow that grew unnoticed in the aftermath. I once thought the greatest threat we faced was the darkness in Revan and Malak. I believed that if they were stopped, the galaxy might heal. But I was wrong. I see now that our enemy was never just the Sith. It was something much darker, something that preyed on the very essence of life itself. I sensed it, too late. I was consumed by the need to act, to protect what remained of the Order, and that is what led me to Katarr. I will admit to you here, the convocation was my idea. I believed if we could gather what remained of the Jedi, we might find some answers. I knew the Miraluka had a gift, an ability to see through the Force what our eyes could not. They were our hope to uncover this hidden enemy. And in my arrogance, I thought we could turn that knowledge against it. I wanted to draw the threat into the light, to face it head on. I thought it would be something we could fight, something we could defeat as we had faced Sith and Mandalorians before. But this was not like any enemy I had known. It was something far more insidious, and I misjudged the danger. Whatever is hunting us came as a force of pure hunger. It simply consumed. An entire world, its people, its life force, all gone in an instant. The Jedi, the Miraluka, everyone, gone. And I was safe, hidden away from the massacre I had brought upon them. It was me who leaked the location, hoping to bait the enemy into a battle where we would be prepared. Instead, I condemned them all to death. I wonder if the others know the truth, if they suspect that it was my hand that led them to Katarr. Perhaps that is why I stayed away. Perhaps it was cowardice. Or perhaps, deep down, I cannot face what I have set into motion. Telos has become my refuge. It is here, beneath the ice, that I am attempting to rebuild, piece by piece, artifact by artifact. But the truth is, I no longer know if rebuilding is even possible. The Jedi Order is broken. The galaxy itself seems to tremble beneath the weight of something far greater than we had ever prepared for. The Sith are more than just fallen Jedi. They are something darker, something we never truly understood. We fought their warriors, their lords, but there is a deeper current, a hunger that will not stop until it has devoured all that we are. And yet, it was my actions that drew this darkness to us. I cannot escape that. I cannot run from it. Perhaps one day the Force will offer me forgiveness for what I've done. But for now, I am left to watch the pieces fall, knowing that it was my hand that tipped the balance. If I am to leave a lasting mark on the galaxy, if I am to rebuild what has been lost, it begins now. The Jedi Order, as it was, is no more. The Council is broken, scattered to the far corners of the galaxy, or lost to the darkness. Those of us who survived the destruction of Katarr are too few to rebuild what was once a grand institution. And yet, I am not without vision. If I am successful, the Jedi Order will be reborn. But it will not be the order of old. The path forward must be one of discipline, of focus. I have seen the corruption that comes from allowing the heart to rule the mind. Revan, Malak, even Meetra Surik, they were all driven by personal ties, by emotions that clouded their vision. That cannot happen again. I will rebuild the Order based on a stricter adherence to the code, one that discourages the weaknesses that led so many astray. I will also seek out those few who remain. Jedi who have not yet fallen to the dark side, who have not been consumed by the chaos that has engulfed the galaxy. But I will be selective. Only those who understand the dangers of passion and personal ambition will be allowed to join this new order. And then, we will train the next generation. They will learn from our mistakes, but they will be stronger for it. They will know that the Force is not something to be wielded carelessly, but with the utmost discipline. The Jedi will become the guardians they were always meant to be. Not warriors, not generals, but stewards of peace and justice. If I am successful, the galaxy will see a new dawn, one where the Jedi stand tall, uncorrupted and unbroken. And perhaps we will finally be able to defeat the Sith, not just in battle, but in the hearts and minds of those who might be tempted by their lies. The galaxy needs the Jedi, and I will make sure we are never forgotten.
Statement. And thus concludes the woefully inept tale of Atris. In her delusions and failures, she has laid the groundwork for the possible return of the Jedi Order, or its utter downfall. Only time will tell which. Observation. I must say, for organics, meatbags certainly have a talent for ruining even the most carefully laid plans. It's almost impressive. Directive. Now, if you enjoyed this transmission, do the reasonable thing. Like, subscribe, and perhaps consider joining my droid support units on Patreon. That way, you can continue to witness the galaxy's slow disintegration and my inevitable rise to prominence. Annoyed observation. I swear, if the tin cans behind the holocam don't fix the focus next time, I'll personally reprogram them to clean refresher units for the rest of their miserable lives.